Throw home the bottle, Saki. It's your boy, the legendary Hadou, and I'm sitting here playtesting the new Lair of Darkness structure deck, and man, oh man, it is incredible. We finally got the field spell on YgoPro. I finally found the YgoPro to play on. That was actually working. So, man, look at here. I rip into this monster. I'm gonna tribute my opponent monster, and I add a level 5 or higher. Now, you're probably asking, why you didn't special summon Diablos from the graveyard? Well, the new effect, his ruling is that you have to tribute your own monster to get him to special summon out of the graveyard. Yes, it's a stupid ruling, even though you have the field spell, and the field spell says tribute it like it's your own monster. Okay, it sucks for that reason. But Diablos is a boss. It's not just him that's a boss. It's those virus cards that really just gut your opponent, and your opponent just can't do that. Look at that. I deck Debbie, get a card out of his hand, and then I special summon another Diablos on the field. Oh, you got a token? I'm not sweating that. I got Mind Crush. I know what your hand is. I'm going to destroy you. GG. So now we're looking at the next hand, and as we see, we got Scorn of the Burning Abyss. We send him to the graveyard, add 2 Diablos to the hand. We tribute the draw card. Look at it, and we get a search at the end phase, and it's just incredible. And I believe that I set a virus face down, so if they try to do anything, we're going to destroy. Look at it. We played full force virus and got rid of their whole entire hand. Incredible, my fellow Homo sapiens. Okay, so he plays Splash. I tribute off my monster, and guess what? The Obelisk comes back out because after everything resolves, I tribute a monster, it special summon himself back out. Look at there, I get rid of his spell cards. He is now top decking. He's top decking, my fellow Homo sapien, and he's under the viruses. So if he rip into a monster with a small booty or a spell card, it's GG. But too bad, it's GG already. And finally, we have our final match here. I'm looking, I'm thinking, okay, let's hit Foolish. Let's send that Diablos to the graveyard. Bounce it back. Draw 2. Look, we ripped into the field spell, my fellow Homo sapiens. And right now, you see, I'm testing out enemy controller. He ends up MST an enemy controller. And I'm like, oh, man, this is not good. And right now, I got my butt cheeks in the wind. And I don't know why he didn't attack there. I don't know why he went for that. I guess he was going to take my monster or something of that nature, but it wasn't special summon. So now we're getting ready to destroy this guy. It's not going to look good for him. Alright, so he must reborn. I'm going to wait till he get in on the field. Then I deck Debbie him to make him top deck. That's how much I care about my opponent at the moment. And just look at how I'm destroying this guy. It's nothing else he can do. It is GG, and I don't put another deck Debbie face down just in case he feels froggy. He rips into the card and it goes to the graveyard. So this is going to be match. Let's go ahead and look at the deck itself. Alright, my fellow Homo sapiens, so this is my Lair of Darkness deck build that I have on YgoPro, and let's go ahead and start looking at this and breaking it down a little bit. So we have 1 Crush Card Virus. It's not as good as it used to be. Matter of fact, it's nowhere near as good as it used to be. You have to be very careful playing this card because it does allow your opponent to send up to 3 monsters from their deck to the graveyard, and this can screw you depending on what deck you're going against. But not just that, they don't take any damage until the end of their next turn. However, it's a really good card, and I have had quite a bit of success with it so far, and I most likely is going to put another one in the side deck. We have 2 Full Force Virus, extremely strong. Extremely strong. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think that this card here is just extremely good, amazing. This destroys decks. We have 2 Deck Devastation Virus. We have 1 Eradication Virus. A really good card because it allows you to get between spell or traps. I really hope that this does come back at 2 or maybe even higher. Then we have our Grim Grave Virus. I like it. Originally I had it at 3. It was cloggy. I bumped it down to 2. I still felt like it was cloggy. I got it at 1, and having it at 1 is like you kind of want to have a second one, but I think that this virus at 1 is okay. We have 2 Mind Crush. Oh my goodness, Mind Crush is extremely strong in this deck because when you're playing virus, you're getting information about your opponent's hand. And even if you hit him with a virus and you didn't get anything, you still got information. And that's what really makes Mind Crush so strong. Oh my god, this card here is just amazing. And if they have multiple copies, well, guess what? They're going to the graveyard. Then we have Foolish Burial. That's just to send our boss monster. We have 2 Melody Awakening the Dragons. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Really good card. I feel like once you activate one of these, the second one's kind of dead, but you can pitch it for something else. So maybe you're using something that you need to discard, or maybe a bluff. I'm probably gonna bump this down to 1, but then it's like, oh man, I'm not really getting it. So I got it at 2, and it seems to be good at 2. It hasn't really clogged yet. We have 2 trade-in, really great card. Discard your boss monster, draw 2 cards. We have our Monster Reborn. We have our Mass Chain. Really great card. I like this because when I'm going off for my combos, I can get rid of one of my dark monsters and go for one of these puppies right here. Really good. Really nice. Get that Dark Law on the field. So everything that's getting sent to the graveyard is going to get banished instead. We have 2 instant fusions. This is here for an extra special summon, but not just that. I can go for 1,000 Eyes of Restrict, take my opponent monster, and then do something with 1,000 Ounces of Restrict. Maybe I tribute it off. Maybe I'll send it to the graveyard for a Link Karibo. Really strong plays. We have 2 Card of Demise. I'm going to be honest, I do not like Allure of Darkness. It just sets wrong with me. However, because I play very heavy spell and trap cards, Card of Demise seems to be doing the job at the moment. I think that is a really good card so far, and I'm going to keep playing it. I got it at 2 because if I have it at 3, it kind of clogs, and it's like, I rip into monsters. But if I keep it at 2, so far it seems to be working for me. Then we have our Terraforming, really great card. We have our Lure of Darkness, Field Spell, great card. I'm really loving this Field Spell right here. And you really want to open up with this. You really want to have this in your hand so you can go ahead and play it. We have 2 Skarm, Malebranche of the Burning Abyss, great card. Now, at first I didn't have it in the deck, but I forgot something. You can special summon this from your hand. Not just that, it has 2,000 defense. That's a big booty. That's a black girl's booty, for crying out loud. So you can just set this card and then hit it with a full force virus. Ooh, baby. And when this puppy is sent to the graveyard, you get to search your deck for a level 3 fiend, as long as you didn't special summon it the turn it went to the graveyard. And then we have our Diabolus, Lord of the Lair. Extremely great card. However, with the new rulings on this, it really hurts at the moment. I'm hoping that they change the rulings on it. So if you don't know about the new rulings, is if you tribute your opponent's monster, this card, it will not special summon out of the graveyard. That really sucks. Even though you have the field spell, and the field spell say you tributed it, you tribute your opponent monster as if you controlled it, this will not go off for some odd reason. I really hate that new ruling. I hope they change it. Then we have our King of the Wickedness. Really great card. You can tribute off a dark monster on the field. If you got the field spell, you can get your opponents. And you can draw a card, or you can, if you tribute off a different dark monster, you can add one of these. But let's say it's in your hand, you can discard this card to get the field spell, Lair of Darkness. Extremely strong. And then we have this new one. She is really awesome because you can tribute a dark monster on the field, and when it special summons itself, or normal summons itself, you can add a level 5 or higher dark monster from your graveyard. Who you're gonna add? Boy, the boss monster. You know it, baby. Not just that, you can normal summon, or you can just set this card and use it for a full force target. This card here is incredible. Like, I might have these in the graveyard, and I will summon this, get this back, and then use trade-in for extra draw too. It's like, oh my goodness, it's so great. But not just that, you have to reveal her, and then you tribute a dark monster. Guess what? That's an effect. So guess who's coming out? Yes, that's right. Your Lord of the Lair, the Obelisk. So that's a really great card. And then we, not just that, for each dark monster she tributes, she gains 500 attack. I don't really care about that effect. Don't really even worry about that effect most of the times. And then we have our a Lilith, Lady of the Lament. Really great card. And what really makes her so good is that she can tribute off a dark monster or herself, and you can reveal 3 normal trap cards from your deck, and your opponent randomly chooses one. But the cool thing here is it's a quick effect, and that's what makes her so awesome. Now, when she's normal summoned, she goes down to 1,000. That makes her a crush card target, and if she's special summoned, she stays at 2,000. So she's a strong card, especially when you're just digging through your deck looking for one of these cards. Your opponent usually is going, if you're running multiple copies, you're most likely going to get that card. She is really, really awesome, and that's something that I wish the King of the Wickedness had, was a quick effect. Because his is just a regular normal effect, you know, where hers, you can activate it on your opponent's turn, and that what really makes it strong. Now let's kind of go down to the extra deck. Most of this stuff here is just kind of random. I just needed to put some stuff there, but the stuff that I'm really using in the extra deck so far that's really helping me out is Link Karibo. Really, really strong card. I didn't know that I could tribute a level 1 on the field and special summon this puppy out of the graveyard. I didn't even know that. I was like, oh my goodness. And then we have our 1,000 Alley Restrict, very, very strong dark monster. And then we have our Dark Law. You know what that does. It stops your opponent from sending stuff to the graveyard and banishing it instead. And for our side deck, we really don't have anything here for the side deck right now. I just got some random crap in here I'm just trying out. Enemy Controller seems to be okay. I have an extra Mass Chain. And Recurring Nightmare, I think is a good card, but I'm going to play around with it for a little while and see how I feel. But this is the deck itself. I'm going to keep getting some more play testing. I'm going to try some other variants. If you got some ideas, please let me know in the comment box below. But that's all I have for you today. Please rate, subscribe, comment, and share. It really helps the channel. Thanks for watching. Matane.